Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video, probably the last video for the series of the YouTube RAG project. And in this video, we are going to complete with the query embeddings. Okay, we started with the query embeddings in the last video. I'll just go through the entire setup once again. And also we'll follow up on the inputs and the response that we get from the LLM and some important things that we need to set up in the supervisor as well. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. So now we had our services, right? It was in the query document service where we actually started up a complete RAG chain where we are getting the response in the RAG manner. Like talking about that, we are getting it in the form of an event stream. Okay, so we have this complete entire front end, not front end, back end API and the back end logic ready. Okay, in the front end, I have made some changes. I'll just help you walk through the entire changes once so that none of our time gets wasted. So till now, the front end that we have is like this. Okay, when we click on the URL, nothing would happen as we saw in the last video. So what I did was when we click on submit, we have a handle submit function, which basically does the querying of the work. So initially, what we are doing is we are creating a message interface that we had created earlier where we had the role and the content. Okay. So first thing, if the user is giving the message, we have the user message or else the assist message. Okay. And next we are keeping the streaming as true or false. Like we want to get the streaming response just the way we get it from OpenAI or any kind of an LLM. Okay, after doing that, we just make the API call. Okay, here we are using 8,000, so we just put it as 8,000. Any port that you use, you can just put up the name and the API call. The method will be a post method. The headers will be a application slash JSON, and these are the things that we will be passing: the conversation ID, the document ID, and the query that the user wants to give to the LLM. Okay, and after we get the message, like the AI message, we just filter it out on the content as data and the role as assistant. And after that, we just put the previous message as well to just display like, okay, this was your previous message. In case of any error, we just have the content inside the AI message as sorry, something went wrong. And you can actually customize based on your use case, based on what you want to say to the user. Okay. So this is the API call that we make when we click on submit. Now, if there is a conversation ID that is made, that is generated, as we saw here on handle submit, we have the conversation ID created at the front end and then we are sending it to the back end. So if we have the conversation ID, a new component will be displayed like chat with YouTube video, wherein you can just get the YouTube video URL as well and the thumbnail just to represent and make a bit of the UI better. Okay, so this is one thing. After that, this is basically the display wherein we are separating the user and the assistant. Okay, if you go to chat.openai.com, I'll not if you go, let's say I will just go to chat.openai.com. What you see is like I say, tell me more about LLMs. Okay, now you see there is a unique center display. We have a center div. On the right side, we have the user questions or the user's query per se. And on the left side, we just get the LLM response. Okay, so that is the kind of UI that we will be building via this. We'll be just be mapping the questions and answers that we are storing in the database and based on the role. If the message.role is user, then keep the background as blue and text as white, or else keep the background as gray and text as gray and red. So it will just separate the user from the AI. Instead of this, you can also put some icons if you want. Okay, so this is just the UI. After that, we will have a send button. Like when you click on enter, it will send and say like, oh, okay, this is processing. And on the form that we have here, we have put up an on submit function, which will basically handle the send prompt that we created over here. Okay, you can say in other terms like querying between the or querying to the LLM model or the RAG model. So once we are ready with that, we just have a loading symbol like here, just a basic spinner right here. Okay, so this is just the end part that we did, like to query the entire thing. One more thing to add over here is when you go to the server, when you have the services, okay, you might have seen that we had made a query name as match documents. Okay, so that thing over here is if you go inside DB and match documents.sql, when you are going into Supabase, you have to create a function which gets automatically triggered in Supabase. So what you have to do is just copy this, then go to Supabase and then just paste it and then just click on run. So that what it will do is it will basically create the match documents function in your Supabase. Okay, once this is done, you are really good to go. You just have to restart your server and check, okay, if this is running fine or not. Okay, after this, I'll just go on to the Coding Adda channel and I'll just pick up a podcast. I really want to have that thing of chatting with the podcast. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll have the podcast with, let's say, Shruti Kapoor. I'll just copy this. I'll copy this URL. Okay, not the entire one as well, before the list, and then paste here and click on submit. So what is the process being done here? Like taking the transcript, breaking down the transcript into small chunks, converting them into embeddings, and then storing them into the database. Sorry for the internet connection. It's sometimes a bit of an issue over here. So it takes up a bit more of the time to, load and do all the processing work over here. So yeah, you can skip for like 10 seconds, after which this entire processing will be done. Once the data has been loaded, when the transcript has been done, saved into the embeddings, you will get the screen like this, chat with the YouTube video along with the video URL and just a small iframe. So let's start having a Q&A session with the podcast. So I'll just say, summarize the video in 5 points. Okay, so yeah, now we have the question ready. So we'll just hit the question with send and it will do all the processing work that we have written the API for and all the logic and stuff. So now, as you can see, the speaker strives to explain things in a relatable way by imagining a specific person they are talking to, anticipating their questions. They aim to make coding fun and engaging, in contrast to dry, traditional tech tutorials. Okay, let's say I'll ask one more question. I'll just remove this. I'll just zoom a bit here and I'll ask, what are the key takeaways from the video? Like, what are the key takeaways any user can take from this given video? So, okay, let the LLM do the processing. Okay, here are the key takeaways for the video. Addressing audience concerns. The speaker emphasizes the importance of addressing the concerns of the persons watching the video to make it organic and engaging, overcoming public fear, combining tech with entertainment, avoiding thinking traps. So I think these were all the points that me and Shruti Kapoor had, covered in this particular podcast. Also, if you want to get the source code for the entire series, this will be available on my GitHub profile. The repository name is YouTube Rack. I'll just ping out the GitHub repository in the below URL in the comment section. Also, I'll just pin it out. Okay. And one more thing as well, like if you still haven't checked out Coding Adda, please do check it out. We have been posting a lot of educational content over the past 4 years, and yeah, it's been a great journey. People have been supporting us a lot, and after this, like, you can obviously see the playlist videos for the Chat with YouTube series. So yeah, you can check out the entire Supabase setup, from setup to introduction to environment setup to everything for the Chat with YouTube video series in this particular playlist. And yeah, you can also find it out in our playlist for the project based learning, like all the projects and how do you get to the project based learning. Everything will be displayed over in this playlist. And yeah, you can still check out the different playlists that we have, like about hackathons, GSAP animations, workshops, NLP, and everything like that. Like, you can also check it out, the podcast that we have been doing. And we have been lucky enough to have some of the great podcast guests on tech. Like, we can have a conversation on tech with those kind of people. And yep, it's been a great journey. And do support us for the upcoming videos as well. Yeah, this was the end of the first ever series after like the comeback video, and it was a great journey. It was a great journey for having starting with a new series altogether, which is completely new even for me. Like to learn AI and then to implement AI and then to make you guys understand AI as a whole. A lot of things are in the way, and this time I'm not kidding. A lot of things are in the way, and in the upcoming videos, in the upcoming weeks, we will be posting out some announcements on our own YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn. We go by the name Coding Adda everywhere. So yeah, you can follow us over there as well, and do share your thoughts on the type of videos that we create. Do share your thoughts on the comments of the videos, like how did you like the videos? Do you need any kind of improvement in the videos as well? Okay. So yeah, this was it for the video. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for this entire chat with YouTube series. It was a great journey. We'll be posting more such educational content and more such tech videos in the upcoming series as well. So this was it for the video. See you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.